Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In the final of the ATP Rio Open, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a cracker. I'm very much looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm hoping we're going to get a close match, as we tend to get with these two players. The head-to-head, by the way, is very interesting. It's 4-1 to Alcaraz, but every match seems to be pretty close. They've only had two straight set victories, or three, I guess, for Carlos Alcaraz, but the interesting ones are the 2-3 setters in Cincinnati and Madrid. The 6-3, 7-5 win against Cam Nori last week by Alcaraz was, I think, on the face of it, looked very, very well. It looked easy, but it wasn't. In actual fact, I think is what we need to establish. Greg says hi, Sir Fazan. Hi, Sir Greg. How you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a good match, and I'm hoping that Nori will be able to bring his A game, and I'm sure we'll see the same from Alcaraz as well. It'll just be good to see him push Alcaraz as much as possible. That's the biggest thing, right? And I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, guys, hit that like button. Do subscribe if you're new, and of course, get involved as well in the chat. Let's see how many of you are going for. How many of you are going for Alcaraz and Nori? Let's have a look. So most of you going for Alcaraz. That's understandable. 75% of you. Makes sense. Let me know as well if you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can. If not, then please do let me know. It's good to check out the vocals. Right, okay, we're starting here. It's going to be Alcaraz to start us off in this final. So that wide into the backhand of Cam Nori. Then Alcaraz goes down the line with the forehand. Forehand cross from Nori on his left-hand side, of course. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz. A winner to start off by the Spaniard. And very good from Alcaraz straight away. And of course, we're going to see a lot of those exchanges. Alcaraz trying to access the Nori backhand as much as possible, no doubt. And it's going to be a theme, you'd imagine, in this match. But let's see what Alcaraz does on the ad side. He's going to go for the kick serve into the forehand. He does. He goes to the kick serve into the forehand, then backhand down the line. Slice from Nori on the backhand side. Goes long. So 30 love. Quick start from Alcaraz on serve straight away. Interesting. He's been serving pretty quickly as well, Alcaraz, since his return to the tour in the last couple of weeks. He's been almost hitting the 140 mile per hour mark, which is very, very quick. Alcaraz goes into the net, though, with the first serve on the deuce side at 30 love up. Second serve here. Serve into the forehand of Nori. Backhand cross. Forehand cross from Nori. The backhand corner. Nor is that a different haircut? I think it is. I think it is a different haircut. Looking good. Looking good. Very good. Right, 30-15 here. Camera in a baby blue t-shirt and dark blue shorts, and Alcaraz in a pink t-shirt and white shorts. So that wide. Forehand from Nori goes long. A Vamos from Alcaraz, 40-15. Well, as I said, they did play each other last week in the final, and Alcaraz won in straight sets. On the scoreline, looked pretty comfortable, but in actual fact, a hard-fought victory in the end for Carlos Alcaraz. But he'll be happy with it, of course. So wide from Alcaraz, and the call is out. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the middle of the box, forehand into in from Nori, and final serves at 40-30. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz was out. Could this be a bit of a messy game early on for Alcaraz? Serve out wide into the forehand of Nori. It's a short return. Forehand, cross court put away from Alcaraz. Very, very well done from the Spaniard. Latched onto that short ball with ease and puts it away comfortably to hold to 30. The music's very very vibrant in Rio. I'm liking it. Okay, so I reckon this is going to be a fantastic match that I do. I've just got a feeling in my bones. This stream I'm watching is like skipping. Stop skipping. Annoying as that, eh? Right. 204 kilometers per hour was that previous serve. Okay, serve down a T from Nori is a good one, but Alcaraz goes for the lob after an approach from Nori into the backhand of Alcaraz, but he lobs it long. Greg says, "Come on, Doc." Who's Doc? Is that Nori? Serve into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori. Forehand into out from Alcaraz again. Backhand cross. Shorter though. Forehand cross from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Finds the tram lines. 30 love. All right, 30 love. There you go, Nori. Goes, catches the toss. Second serve into the middle of the box. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz into win. Goes Nori on the forehand side. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. What a forehand from Nori down the line. And he's 40 love up here and he's doing very well behind his serve so far. It's been very good from the Brit early doors on his service game. Alcaraz kind of let him get away with that second serve there. It was a pretty average second serve right into the middle of the box. Horace says, "You doing a watch along for the boxing?" Yeah, we are. We are. So go over to QualityShot Boxing if you're interested in the Jake Paul fight. We are streaming that on that channel. It's QualityShot Boxing. 40 love and 3 game points for Cam Nori. Forehand into win from Alcaraz. Backhand down the line from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Slice from Nori into the net. And it's 40-15. Alcaraz did really well there. Really well. Thing is, that's the one thing I think that Alcaraz has improved on quite a bit since midway through last year. Is defending on the backhand side. That's a good serve though from Nori on the juice side. Goes down the tee into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand though from Alcaraz. He just times it early and drags it wide. So 1-1, an easy hold in the end for him. One-all. So that wide backhand from Nori wouldn't have been made, but the call is out. So second serve to come. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand from Alcaraz gets a bit fortunate. I think he's clipped the net cord there. And I think it's put Nori off. Let's have a look at the replay. Either it took the net cord or he just hit it like a lightning bolt cross court. Nori was scampering for it. Let's have a look. It does, yeah. And I think it actually speeds up after hitting the net cord and it really puts Nori off. It kind of like slides on after it hits the net cord. So that wide forehand cross from Nori goes long. I'll tell you what, you'll be disappointed with that because the first set went right into the hitting zone of Cam Nori on the forehand from the ad side. And Nori just not quite being able to do enough on the forehand. Doesn't make it. Nori's got this interesting, he's gone very short on the sides of his hair, a bit longer on the back, and it's almost like a mullet almost. It's quite a classic hairstyle. Love it. Alcaraz with his longer hair, of course, he had almost a buzz cut, didn't he, at the back end of last year? And he's let his hair grow out, and he's almost looking like a bit of maybe a Djokovic type hairstyle. Anyway, second serve into the backhand of Nori, goes backhand cross, forehand long from Alcaraz on the 1+ shot, tries to go down the line, tries to change direction straight away. It is 30-15. Guys, well, smash that like button, subscribe if you need, get involved in the comment section as well. I think Greg's feeling lonely. He's the only one talking. Everyone else is just like lurking. The lurkers in the chat. Love it. So funny. 75% of you have gone for Alcaraz still as well. Served on a tee from Alcaraz. Slice from Nori goes long. 40-15. Interesting. Serve into, well, was supposed to be into the backhand, but Nori runs around the backhand, sorry. Hits a forehand, we're into the rally here now. Backhand of Alcaraz into the forehand of Nori. Alcaraz, though, runs around onto the forehand side, clips the baseline down the middle, then goes into it with the forehand. Forehand cross from Nori does go long. It's a hole to 15 for Carlos Alcaraz in the end. Impressive. It's interesting, though, to see the difference because I've been obviously watching a lot of hard court tennis, and then when you watch the clay court tennis, it's just so different, and it should be because you don't want to have homogeneous surfaces. And what I mean by homogeneous surfaces is that you don't want to see surfaces that all play the same, despite having different properties. Like clay should play slower and bounce higher, and it should be a more attritional type of tennis. Hard courts you'd expect to be quicker, slightly more attacking game. They will be rewarded, or if not, if you're extremely good defensively, then you've got to be someone who's able to deflect pace and absorb pace well. And then, of course, you've got the grass, and the grass is like it's bouncing lower. Indoors, the same as well, right? So I think it's good. Like, I've seen a lot of hardcore tennis being played, and I've seen a couple of matches on clay recently, and I'm like, okay, I can see the difference on these clay courts. That it's a lot slower. People hitting a lot more topspin. The rallies are slightly longer. There's a different style of play and pattern of play that's happening in these as well. And people are allowed to get away with their serves as well a little bit on the surface, you feel, because if you put a lot of spin, you get that kick and that that you want to make it a bit more awkward for players to hit it at shoulder height. And it's more conducive, of course, to topspin the clay. But anyway, enough of that. Casey says, higher quality people. Yes, Greg's. Go Nori. Go Nori. Wow. To be honest, I'm a Brit, but I find it very hard to cheer against Alcaraz. Honestly, just seems like such a good guy, doesn't he? What a good guy. Hey. Right, here we go. What's going on here? Oh, there's a helicopter going over the court. Casey says, I'm a big Charlie fan too. Yeah, I didn't know, where's this Charlie thing come from? I know did he say it? I never actually saw the interview or the snippet, but apparently he was like, yeah, it's fine, call me Charlie. I'm like, did he really? It's a bit bizarre thing to say, isn't it? Anyway, second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand cross. Backhand cross that ends up being backhand down the middle and drifts long. 15 love. think it's both players able to get into the rallies on each other's serves. So the fact that both have managed to hold relatively comfortably is a bit strange, you'd think. And, I don't really think there's been a lot of 1-2 punches or 1-2-3 punches even. Second serve into the backhand corner. Alcaraz runs around, it goes into the forehand, and Nori clips the top of the net cord, stays on his side though, so 15-all. Yeah, backhand cross from Nori, doesn't make it, hits that backhand very, very, very flat. Right, Nori goes down the tee with the serve, backhand from Alcaraz on the stretch, goes down the middle, very loopy return. Forehand cross from Nori, forehand again from Nori cross court. Alcaraz goes down the line with the backhand. He gets very fortunate again with the net cord. That's 3 net cords, 2 by him, which ended up winning the point from. And then there was a previous point in this game where Nori hit the net cord and it stayed on his side. This time, Alcaraz goes down the line with the backhand, clips the net cord and just dribbles over. Nori's got no chance of getting that. It's 15-30. That could be a slice of luck that Alcaraz needs to potentially break it. Serve into the body of Alcaraz, into in forehand, backhand cross from Nori, forehand down the line from Alcaraz. Oh, he's hit it massive. He's hit a massive, massive. He's hit a massive, massive forehand there. He's gone long with it. Okay. Should have made it. Serve into the net by Nori. Serve going up. Serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, who runs around it again, goes forehand, then goes slice though into the net. Oh, that's a bad, bad mistake. 2 unforced errors. The first one really should have been a winner. Alcaraz set up nicely, steps in the forehand, goes long with it. This one was just a regulation slice that goes into the net. We're disappointed to not find himself, 30-40 or 40-30 up on the return game even, or 40-15 up on the return game. Instead, Nori has a game point. So out wide, I thought I'd hit a beautiful angle there. And there was an ace, but he's just missed it. So second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, who goes cross court with it. Then goes forehand cross. Nori goes backhand cross. Forehand cross again from Alcaraz. Alcaraz then goes down the line. Oh, he goes down the line into the net though, trying to flatten out the forehand. Doesn't need to go that flat on the clay courts. But to be fair, he has a type of power that even on a clay court, he can really penetrate through the surface. And he can still hit winners through the court, to be honest. But I feel like a bit unnecessary. I think he's looking to try and shorten the points against Nori. He doesn't want to get dragged into the longer rallies, but needs to be smart about it. We're still on serve at 2-all. So wide from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori goes long. So it is 15-love. He'll want more of those 3 points for Alcaraz. That's for sure. Okay, 15-love. Here we go. Alcaraz goes into the body of Nori, goes forehand cross. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Nori gets there. Oh, what a return drop shot from Cam Nori. It has to be said. The forehand cross return wasn't particularly good. It sat up. Alcaraz goes drop shot. Nori reads it though really well. I have to think it was a pretty damn good drop shot from Alcaraz. I think Nori, though, saw it early. Maybe not the best disguise from Alcaraz. And he dinks it. Cross court, return drop shot, winner. Very impressive. 15-all. We're going to see more drop shots from Alcaraz. He won't be deterred because of that, I tell you that. But Nori will be thinking about it and thinking, okay, he's played one. They're going to keep coming. But I'm going to keep on chasing them down. He's a very fit individual, is Nori. Very good across the surface. As Alcaraz goes into the backhand of Nori, then goes forehand cross, backhand cross from Nori. Backhand goes long from the Brit. Missed opportunity, 30-15. Both players you feel could have opened up some sort of big inroad in the return games, whether it be a break point or a juice game. It hasn't quite happened though. Not yet for either player. Being relatively comfortable. Serve into the backhand of Nori. Backhand down the middle. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz goes long. So 30 all. He's missed a few forehands early on here. His forehand hasn't looked as incredible as it has for the past week and a half, if I'm being honest. Right, 30 all. Alcaraz goes out wide, misses the first serve, second serve coming up. Down the tee, I reckon. No, he goes out wide into the backhand. Backhand to backhand here now. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Into in goes Nori on the lefty forehand. Then backhand into the net from Alcaraz. This is a massive opportunity now for Cam Nori. A mistake from Alcaraz. Takes the rising ball early on the backhand side. Flattens it too much. Goes into the net. And that means Nori now has a breakpoint opportunity here at 30-40. This could be huge. I reckon if we want to see a really good match, I think Nori needs to win the first set. I think if Alcaraz wins it, there's a potential to dip, but I think it'll be difficult. Greg says, big chance. Come on, Doc. Why do you call him Doc? Is that a nickname? I haven't heard of that for Nori. So out wide. Forehand cross from Nori. Drags Alcaraz out. Good angle foul from Alcaraz. Forehand into the net from Nori. That's a bad miss. I'm not sure. Well, I do know why he's tried to go down the line, but it's a tough ask. He's been dragged out big time onto his forehand side, and he tries to go line, goes into the net, and wastes the breakpoint opportunity. He goes cross court. He's probably thinking I go straight into Alcaraz, and he ends up probably putting away the point with the into-in forehand or backhand down the line, which is fair enough, I guess, but the risk doesn't pay off. Forehand out wide into the backhand side of Nori. Great depth on the return. Great forehand down the line from Alcaraz, though. And the forehand from Cam Nori is looped long. So it is advantage. Alcaraz, one breakpoint saved, and doesn't seem to phase him at all that he had to face it, that's for sure. So down the tee from Alcaraz. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Nori gets there, slices down the line. Backhand lob from Alcaraz. Oh, backhand lob from Alcaraz, and then it's it's kind of like an overhead backhand. It's not a backhand though. It ends up being like a over the head forehand smash, and he misses it, loops it long. Hilarious. His backhand lob is very good. Cam Nori, though, to be fair to him, almost managing to make it work. Peaches says, hey, Fazan, QualityShot fam. Hey, Peaches, how you doing? How are you doing? Great to have you guys on as always. And I'm enjoying this. It's been a good start, and Nori looks pretty strong. He's, to be fair to him, holding his own. Love it. Right, so the music's very epic, isn't it? I don't know if you guys are watching, but if you are, you'll realise it's very, very epic. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's been good though. Enjoying this, that's for sure. Been a good one so far. So far, so good. That's what we like to say. So far, so good. Right. Cam Nori 2-3 down here. And, Peter says Doc Nori came to play today. Yes. Okay. Can someone please explain to me the Doc Nori thing? No one's explaining it to me. Please. I'm really interested. Like Doc Nori, where does this come from? The is this a nickname, like widely known nickname, or has someone just decided to him? Peter says, "Come on, Carlitos." Mm. But yeah, Doc Nori has come to play today. He has. He's put on his surgeon gloves. He's got his tools out. Serve out wide from Nori into forehand of Alcaraz, who goes long with the forehand return, so 15 love. Good start from the Brit. Of course, scuppered a break point opportunity in the previous game, but needs to just put that behind him now and say, look, it's fine. Greg says, good afternoon. It's from Tennis Talk. Oh, okay, fair enough. Or backhand from Alcaraz. Another court goes long. 30 love Nori. Katie says surgical precision and smarts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good nickname to assign to him, I think, isn't it? He looks like he could be a doctor as well. Put him in some scrubs. Serve down the tee from Nori. Wins the rally though now. Forehand on the line from Nori and forehand cross from Alcaraz missed again. And that's 3 ground strokes gone long from Alcaraz. So it's 40 love. Serve is out from Cam Nori. He's coming a look at the spot and he's like, okay, fine, fair enough, it's out. If it wasn't out, it would have been an ace. Peter says nickname from Tennis Talk Cam fan. We seem to give all the players a nickname. Fair enough. That's cool. Oh, second serve down the middle of the box from Nori. It's not good enough, and Alcaraz punishes it as he should. Much better from Alcaraz. Goes into in forehand return. It's a return winner for 40-15. Greg says he slices and dices opponents very good. To be fair, doesn't slice too much though on the forehand side. Anyway, on the backhand side maybe, but not too much to be honest with you. It's not a regular occurrence, I would say. So that wide from Nori forehand goes long from Alcaraz. So 3 games all in this final, and Cam Nori, or Dr. Nori, as you guys would call him, is doing a good job so far, holding his own. Alcaraz goes out wide with the serve backhand into the net from Nori. Like it had a bit of shape on it there. That serve, a lot more shape than you'd normally see anyway. I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. Casey said used to call Carlitos Alvaca, Lord. What does Alvaca mean? Let me know. Served on the tee, backhand from Nori into the backhand corner of Alcaraz. Backhand cross from the Spaniard, then goes down the line. Backhand on the middle from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Very good depth on that one, and the depth is too much for Nori, who goes long with the backhand cross of 30 love. Thing is, on clay, it's so imperative that you hit with really good depth, and also not just depth, but a lot of topspin as well. If you're going to end up dropping it short, it needs to have topspin, but you've got to hit through the court. Drop shots are pretty important as well, of course, and angles are the biggest thing I think of all. Oh, beautiful from Alcaraz. So out wide, drags Nori out, then goes forehand on the line for a winner. Casey says, I think it means cow. Didn't really make sense, so it was retired. Tom says hi again. Hi, Tom. How you doing? Forehand into the net from Cam Nori on return. It's 3-4. Still there. Still there. Tom, hi again. Have you on? Alcaraz is like the music. You're like, shoulder I love it. That's this. It's room 5. Mm, right. So 3-4 here. I'm just showing the background of where the stadium is and the complex is beautiful. Rio. It's incredible to be honest. The background with the mountains. Very scenic. Never been to Brazil, but would like to go. Has anyone in the chat ever been to Brazil? If so, let me know. Interested to know what it's like, to be honest, more than anything, because I think Brazil is one of those countries that everyone thinks is really exotic, but no one really knows, do they? To be honest, no one really knows, unless you've been there, of course. Then you do know. Then you do know. Served on a tee from Nori. Backhand down the middle from Alcaraz. Goes forehand on the line though, Alcaraz early. And that's happened a few times in this match. He's gone line pretty early and it hasn't worked. He's found the net or gone long quite a few times, and he kind of puts his hands out in frustration to his box, and there seems to be a little bit of frustration about how he's hitting that forehand side, how many mistakes he's making. As Nori goes down the tee from the ad side, doesn't manage to find the box, so second serve. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, who goes backhand cross, forehand cross from Nori, then goes into win with a forehand, backhand cross from Alcaraz, forehand cross from Nori, goes long. So it is 15 all. And yeah, Alcaraz not really making Nori pay on the second serves, and I think some of them probably more attacking needed from Alcaraz on them. But I guess given some of the mistakes he's made so far, he's maybe thinking he doesn't want to risk not making a return as well. As the first serve goes wide from Cam Nori, he tries to go out wide from the juice side, goes second serve into the backhand. That was a better second serve. But the return from Alcaraz is also much better. Second serve into the backhand. Alcaraz takes it on the rise, jumps up, and blazes the backhand down the middle of the court with good power, good precision. And Cam Nori tries to redirect it cross court on the forehand side, doesn't find the court. So 15-30, Alcaraz has got a big opportunity here now to open up break points. Served on the tee though, forehand cross, one on the middle, sorry, from Alcaraz is short. And it's a backhand cross from Nori. Alcaraz goes in. What a shot from Alcaraz. What a lot. Oh my gosh, how has the crowd not gone more excited about that? What a way to open up 2 breakpoint opportunities. Incredible from Alcaraz. 40, 15, 40 here. 2 breakpoint opportunities for Carlos Alcaraz to go 5-3 up and serve for the set. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, goes down the middle, he blazes it long. This has happened a lot. Puts too much on it. So I almost feel like he's timing the ball too early, which is why he's blazing it long. Almost like he's ballooning it because he's just a little bit early on those shots. Just needs to be a bit patient and wait for just a fraction. 30-40 though here. Another breakpoint opportunity. Second serve coming up after Cam Nori clips the net cord and goes wide. Second serve into the forehand of Alcaraz. Goes into in. Backhand cross from Nori. Good depth on it. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Then goes forehand cross again. Backhand cross is short from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Forehand cross again from Alcaraz. Into in from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Forehand down the line from Nori is beautifully placed. Oh, we're talking about precision. We're talking about surgical precision. That's what I'm talking about. Nori goes beautifully down the line right into the forehand corner of Alcaraz. And the forehand from Alcaraz is whipped long. So 2 break points saved from Cam Nori. One, a big mistake from Alcaraz, blazing the return long. But that one, that was definitely saved by by Cam Nori. Drop shot from Cam Nori after a short return from Alcaraz. Oh, what a miss. Short return from Alcaraz. And Nori dinks the drop shot. Alcaraz gets there and hits a lob down the line on the backhand side. Nori has a backhand volley and just dinks it into the net. Another breakpoint opportunity here. It is advantage Alcaraz. Tom says, I have seen about 10 Spanish players, I'd guess. Very nice. Very nice. Breakpoint opportunity here again for Alcaraz. He had 2 before, didn't take them. He's got another one here. Oh, Cam Nori on the offensive, though. Beautifully done. Goes serve out wide from the ad side. Alcaraz with a short return cross corner backhand side, then just keeps on pummeling over. Beautiful angles from Cam Nori. And Alcaraz ends up having to hit a backhand at his ankles and goes long. Juice has a big come on from Cam Nori, and rightly so. It's been very, very good in the clutch moments in this game so far. Anyway, managed to save 3 break points so far. Forehand cross though from Nori is short, and Alcaraz, wowzers. That is not good enough from Alcaraz. It's a short forehand to attack. He steps in, but probably doesn't step in enough. And he blazes it into the net, so it's now advantage Nori after saving 3 breakpoint opportunities for the Spaniard. You fail to take any of them. Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Forehand from Alcaraz down the middle. Backhand on the line from Nori. Slice cross court from Alcaraz. Good depth. Forehand cross from Nori. Alcaraz steps in, goes backhand cross. He misses it. He blazes it wide. And he kind of hits the ground in frustration with the racket. He knows that was a massive missed opportunity. He could easily be 5-3 up here and serving for the set. Although, it has to be said that Cam Nori also did have a breakpoint opportunity earlier in the set and probably should have taken it. So maybe it's evened out, but it's 4 games all here. Cam Nori battling hard. Shelly says, come on, Nori. Greg says, hi, Shelly. Sam says, Fazan. Hi, Sam. How you doing? How's Umrah? I'm assuming you went. Greg says, big hold. Yeah, big hold indeed. So wide from Alcaraz. The backhand from Nori, though, was good. Alcaraz in no man's land. Kind of just digs the backhand out wide. Bizarre. Sounds as 12 a.m. where I am, but Carlitos wins this comfortably, methinks. It's not looking that way at the moment, but we shall see. So wide from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori. Oh, that's so poor from Alcaraz. His level has dropped massively in the last game and a half, 2 games. The forehand return from Nori was good depth on it. Alcaraz is, again, kind of inside the baseline in no man's land. Tries to run around the backhand. Doesn't run around quick enough and probably should hit a backhand. Instead, he whips the forehand into the net. Greg says, Alcaraz just seems a little off this week. Maybe he isn't quite 100%. You know what it could be, Greg? It could be the fact that he just hasn't played since last year, since the US Open, right? So that probably is why. And look, I mean, he had a really good week last week, but to be honest with you, I've watched some of the matches and he played well in spurts. I feel like the same has really happened this week. But anyway, 15-30 after a good serve from Alcaraz and return goes long from Nori. Sam says, oh, I've got the chat talking, just commentating's name. Hope that makes sense. Yep, my name is Fazan Tom. How you doing? Second serve from Alcaraz into forehand of Nori, who goes in down the middle. Good depth. Forehand from Alcaraz in as well. They're going in. They're slow balling each other, moonballing each other. But Nori then goes forehand cross. Alcaraz goes very loopy backhand cross. So does Nori with the forehand. They're slow balling each other. Come on, guys. Don't do this to me. They forehand cross from Nori again. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz. This is a pure battle of who's going to miss first, and it's Nori who misses with the forehand down the middle. Both guys going with a lot of topspin, a lot of depth. a lot of coverage over the net, and Nori just drifts long with his ground stroke. So it's 30 all, and Alcaraz wins the battle of the moonballers. Oh, I love it. So funny. Right, here we go. 30 all. Serve out wide into the net from Alcaraz. Second serve coming up. Alcaraz with his grey trainers on and white shorts, pink top. Second serve into the backhand of Nori. Backhand cross is short. Forehand cross from Alcaraz as he approaches the net. Goes drop volley. Oh, it's beautifully done. It really is. The backhand return from Cam Nori wasn't good enough, and Alcaraz makes him pay. It's a good approach into the backhand, whips it cross court, good depth, drags Nori out, and he gets a pretty easy volley, and he makes it cute with a little drop volley. And it's 40-30. Nori doesn't even bother trying to chase it down. Serve goes out wide. Forehand cross from Nori is good. Very good depth on it. Into and forehand from Alcaraz. Good depth from that as well. Backhand cross from Nori. Good angle found. Alcaraz goes down the line though with a forehand, and Nori goes wide with a forehand cross. So it is 4-5. And Alcaraz nudges in front again. 5-4 up here. Nori will serve to stay in the set. Casey, why are you laughing at Greg's comment about Alcaraz being off, or is there something else I missed? I think he has been a little bit off, if I'm being honest. When I say off, I don't mean that he's not playing well. I don't think he's playing at his top level. That's for sure. And I think it's a bit different. It's not the same as when you see a Nadal Djokovic playing at their top level in these tournaments. They're not doing it on purpose, but they're trying to save their best tennis for the big tournaments. And this is a big tournament, but it's not the prime silverware they're looking for. Like it's not really what's going to help define their careers at this point. And Michael Jackson in the stadium. Cam Nori 4-5. He's serving to stay on the set now. His first set. So does anyone who knows their coaches are here, who their coaches are, and what the best Grand Slam Cam has had? Well, Cam Nori has never won a Grand Slam, but he made the semi-finals of Wimbledon last year. And on top of that, coach-wise, I know. One second. Juan Carlos Ferrero is the coach for Alcaraz. Cam Nori, I can't remember. The second serve from Nori, Alcaraz gets a dodgy bounce and blazes his backhand long. So 15 love. Casey says, I think Iga looked ill, but Barbara does have a good record against her. It's all about the Grand Slams at the end of the day. It is. It really is. Unless you're someone who's not winning Grand Slams, right? If you're someone who's not going to win Grand Slams in your career, then these tournaments, the Masters 1000, the ATP 500s, the ATP 250s, they are really important anyway, and they're great tournaments to win. But they're even more important when you don't win those tournaments. If you're going to win Grand Slams, you're known as someone, like, for example, if you think about Murray, think about Wawrinka, what do you think of? 3 Grand Slams. Now, for Murray, you might also think 2 Olympic gold medals and also was number 1. Wawrinka, though, Wawrinka's going to be remembered as someone who's won 3 Grand Slams. He's not going to be remembered. He's not going to be remembered for anything else, in all honesty, in terms of like his other accomplishments. He's not going to be remembered for winning a Masters 1000 tournament in Rome or something. Like, no offense to that, no offense to those tournaments, but that's just the reality. Second serve from Cam Nori into the backhand of Alcaraz, who goes into in, and Cam Nori passes him beautifully on the forehand side. These tournaments are also very good, to be fair, to hone these players' skills for the upcoming slam. And that's what they're for. They're supplementary tournaments, really. What's weird about this part of the year, though, is that you get these clay courts tournaments, right, in the middle of a hard court swing. Obviously, Australian Open's finished, so you might see some players just play all clay court now until the French. Indian Wells and Miami is obviously going to happen in a few weeks' time, but it's a bit strange that it's placed in the calendar at that point because clay is going to come after. Like, there's no hard court Grand Slam until the US Open. But anyway, Alcaraz goes backhand cross, and Nori goes beautifully behind him with a forehand cross. Very good from Cam Nori. The return from Alcaraz just a little bit short. Okay, he says, then there's the Saccharies of the world. Oh, Pete, yeah, true for something. Short return from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori comes to the net. Cam Nori drop volley. Oh, it's not good enough, though. Oh, Alcaraz makes a mess of it, though. Has he made it? If he's made it, he's okay. He's made it. He's clipped the base on that. Looked like a miss here. Let's have a look. Oh no, I think he's hit it on purpose. It's a lob. It's a very good lob, to be fair. Wowza, that's a beautiful lob from Carlos Alcaraz. Ridiculous lob. How's he made that? Shakes his head. So I don't know whether he meant it now after shaking his head. But anyway, so that wide is long. 40-30 here, Nori. Needs to be careful here. This point is crucial, of course, because Alcaraz wins it, gets taken to juice, and there's a chance he could get broken and the set could be gone. Forehand on the line from Nori off the serve out wide. Slice from Nori on the defensive. Goes out. So we are going to have a messy juice game here. Here we go. This will be interesting. Interesting to see. I'm very interested to see now how the rest of this game pans out. Oh, it's a drop shot from Alcaraz and a slice from Nori into the net. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. The drop shot from Alcaraz is very, very good, I have to say. Good disguise. Nori does get there. I think he should do better. And just scampers. In the end, it's now advantage Alcaraz. And set point Alcaraz, of course, a break point, set point. Advantage Jamie had a couple of break points earlier on the set, didn't take them. Could he take a crucial one now? Nori's going to want to find that first serve, that's for sure. First serve on the team, forehand into in from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz, into out goes Nori, water into out forehand, and Alcaraz goes out. Wowza, what a forehand from Nori. He's painted the line with it. It's beautiful into out forehand. And the forehand from Alcaraz goes into the tram lines. So we are back to juice. One set point saved for Cam Nori. Right, here we go. So down the tee, backhand is short from Alcaraz. Then backhand cross, and Nori comes to net, puts away the volley expertly. Very, very good from Cam Nori, you have to say. Beautifully done. So a wide from Nori, backhand down the line from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz has missed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're now at 5-all. It's getting tasty, this first. It's getting very, very tasty. Guys, Alcaraz had 3 break points in the previous game. He just had a set point and a break point in this one. Was previous game, didn't take it. Nori did, to be fair, have a break point of his own. He was the first person to have a break point out of the two. He didn't take it. But since then, Alcaraz has had the better opportunities to get in front. But we do still find ourselves on serve at 5-all. So out wide from Alcaraz, backhand from Nori goes long. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, do subscribe if you're new. If you're watching on Twitch, do follow us. And if you're watching on Facebook, do like it, follow us on Facebook as well. Come over to YouTube and subscribe as well if you don't mind. It's free. Oh, that's bizarre. That's a bizarre choice of shot from Alcaraz. He gets away with it. It's a slice forehand from Alcaraz, really down the middle of the court. Pretty much nothing really to it. Rory approaches the net, and he gets an awkward. I think he's just taken aback, really. He didn't expect it at all. And he mistimes his backhand. So 30 love, a bit of a messy point for Alcaraz, but he'll take it. Scrappy point. So that wide, backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand of the middle from Nori is in. Forehand into out from Alcaraz. You can see it swerve. Where does it land? It lands long. 30-15. He's just trying to find that rhythm on the forehand. It's not really been there. Not as consistently as he'd like, anyway. It's been one of those days so far for Alcaraz. He's not been able to blow Cam Nori away. So that wide. Forehand from Nori, I think, would have just been out. It was a good return, though. Very sharp return. Well struck, but second serve for Alcaraz to deliver. Serve down the tee, backhand from Nori. It's a drop volley from Alcaraz. What a drop volley if he's made it. Oh, it's a little dink from Nori. It's a drop shot from. Oh my god, what a point. What a point. The drop volley from Alcaraz, Nori gets that, he thinks it. And then Alcaraz goes, okay, I'm going to hit a lob volley and see what you can do with this. Lob volley's not good enough. Nori runs back, manages to hit a forehand. Hits the forehand. Alcaraz on the stretch, goes short. Drop shot from Nori. And Alcaraz can't get to it. Beautiful drop shot. And a fantastic defensive point from Cam Nori. And he finds himself in a good position here on the return game at 30. Or can he open up a break point? Really was beautifully done from the Brit. Here we go, 30 all. So that wide. He's an ace. Oh, beautifully done. It's the first ace from either player in today's match, and it comes from Carlos Alcaraz. Expertly done from the Spaniard. So 40-30 game point. Can he brush away any concerns of getting broken here at this stage, in this late stage, the business end of this set? Alcaraz goes out wide, and he's missed the first serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Nori. He goes forehand cross, backhand on the line from Alcaraz. Backhand on the line from Nori, and Alcaraz finds a beautifully struck backhand cross. He is on the stretch, basically doing the splits almost. And he's an open stance backhand, goes across almost Djokovic-like. Dare I say. And he makes it beautifully done. I have to say. He does hold 6-5, so he guarantees himself at least a tiebreaker in this first set. That's class Alcaraz. To that like button, please do subscribe if you're new. Thanks for people as always. Interesting. Interesting set so far. You can see how Nori now handles the pressure again of serving steady set. 5-6. He's very good to us. Very composed in the pressure moments, and he's managed to hold in there. Not better in that one break opportunity he had earlier in the set, but apart from that, very good. Especially saving those break points and then saving the set point as well. This is Carlitos, since we played Toulouse yesterday in these matches, yeah. I guess that's kind of what the best players do at best teams in all sports. Great teams, great players, they find a way to win. You want to help play their best tennis. Best, on their best form. And you want the sport is. Sometimes I've seen both over 5 times in rugby. It's very nice. I have never seen him live. I've seen him train. The first year after he won Wimbledon, saw him up close, but I haven't seen him in a match live. I haven't seen Nadal in a match live either. I've seen Djokovic. So, yeah, I'll never be able to see Federer, which is, well, live in a specific match anyway, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm hoping to see Nadal, but we'll see how that one goes as well. Supposed to see him last year, but I got COVID, basically, and I had, yeah, I got COVID, basically, because, well, not because of anything, just contracted it, and I was supposed to see Nadal versus Ruud, the ATP finals. So, yeah. He says, "Fazan, not hearing you." Oh, is it just Peaches? Can everyone else hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. It's a double fault for Cam Nori, love 15. Not the ideal start to this game. Peaches, maybe put the volume up if you can't hear me. Or if you can hear me, then great. 70. Forehand is short from Alcaraz. Slice goes wide. He says not Paper better now. Paper. Still volume him up. Be my husky voice at the moment. So love 30. Let me know if it's better. Serve into the body of Alcaraz. Into out goes Cam Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz goes wide. It is 15-30. So Alcaraz has gone a little inroad here. Big opportunity now. Big opportunity. The man from Spain looking to open up break points. So that wide is long. Second serve coming up. The backhand of Alcaraz goes down the middle, misses it by a mile. Backhand raised long, 30 or bad miss. Chance to open up 2 break point opportunities. Instead, he finds himself at 30 all in the return game instead. Good serve down the tee from Nori, and the backhand is wide. So, 40-30. Rafael says, Carlitos Tizo vamos a más. Greg says, Fazan, come in over. Hey? Fazan, come in over. Don't get it. Can you guys hear me or not? Can you let me know, please, in the chat? Thank you. Serve out wide. Forehand from Nori. He's long, though, on the 1+ shot. The backhand cross from Carlitos. Pretty well struck, but the forehand from Nori needs to do better. They shouldn't be making it. Misses the forehand down the line. We're back to advantage Alcaraz.
drop shot from Alcaraz, and it's very, very well done, well executed, has to be said. Serve, second serve wide, backhand down the line from Alcaraz is a winner, and he takes the set point at the second time of asking. This time it's an advantage point again. Second serve into the backhand on the ad side. Alcaraz pummels the backhand down the line as Nori tries to approach. I mean, it's a bizarre tactic. Try and serve on volley on the second serve. And Alcaraz makes him pay with the backhand down the line. It is 7-5 Alcaraz. He takes the first set in a very, very tight match. It's been a very tight match so far. 11 winners for Alcaraz, 20 unforced errors, 7 winners for Nori, 9 unforced errors. %76% of first serve points won. First serves in 71% for Alcaraz, 52% for Nori. Needs to make more first serves. He'll put himself in a much better position, that's for sure. In the second set, he's to at least improve on that. So are we on our way to another very, very straightforward victory on paper anyway for Carlos Alcaraz in straight sets, or is it going to be a 3-setter? Is Nori going to put his way back into this game and need to pick himself up, dust himself off, and go again? Matthew says, I only started watching at 4-all, but I only paid the price for giving away cheap points. Last 2 service games are double fault served up. This sounds like underwater design, really. My mic on as well. Oh, okay. Sounds like underwater. I sound like a fish, basically. Is that what I'm hearing? Rex says it was very quiet, much better now. Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. And get done on it. Get done on it. We need to be very good at this tournament. So it's fine anyway. Very good. Underwater design. So, Peaches says you sound choppy, not clear, really. So, okay. What's going on? Katia says, hi, Fazan. Hi, Katia, how you doing? Am I sounding choppy to you, Katia, as well? So let's see whether I can sort this out. My mic. Don't want it to sound choppy. It sound normal. Choppy waters ahead, as pirates would say. Yeah, hopefully this is a bit better. Try to put myself close to the mic, and I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but hoping it does. Right, Cam Nori is a little bit of a bathroom break, and he's back out. Gonna have the second set resume pretty quickly here, I'd imagine. What are we thinking the second set? Can Cam Nori come back into it, or is it going to be Carlos Alcaraz to win in straight sets? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, people? It's still not clear, like in a paper bag. 1 second, let me listen to myself. Okay, so that's weird. Oh, you're right. I can hear it. That's strange. Still not clear. Oh no, that sounds better. I can hear it now. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, 15 love here. Alcaraz serving first. He goes down the tee, backhand into win from Nori. Forehand cross from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Alcaraz again. Forehand cross from Nori. Backhand down the line. Backhand cross from Nori. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz into the net. 15 all. Yeah, it's a lot better, says Matthew. Very nice, thank you. Good to hear. Henry says, hello from Cam. Hi. Tell Cam hi from me. So a Y from Alcaraz missed. Tim says, Cam spam. Hi, Cam fam. Juice Luva, Juice Luva? Lover? There's, what's up, Home Juice? Home Juice? What does that mean? Emma says, hi from Cam fam. Hi, guys. Match says, hey, Cam, hi. Hi, Ashley. Matthew says, incredible crowds at Rio. Great to see. 15:30 here. Amanda says, hello from Cam, mate. Hi, how you doing? Into win from Cam on the Cam Nori we're talking about. On the return, they put an easy smash. 15-40 early breakpoint opportunities here for Cam Nori, 2 to be precise. Beautiful counter punching point from Cam Nori. The approach really good with the slice. Puts away the smash with ease. 15-40. Alcaraz in trouble here early in the second set. Katy says, Fazan, your take Nori's highs and lows so far. As he hits the return on the backhand into the net. So 1 break point scuppered for Cam Nori. So first set percentage has been very low. I think that's definitely a low. Highs, he's stuck with Alcaraz throughout the whole of the first set, really. Saved a lot of break points, to be honest with you. And I think the set could have been over earlier. So he's shown great spirit of resilience. That's pretty much the state of his game, to be honest. And kick serve out wide from Alcaraz, forehand cross from Nori into in, forehand from Alcaraz, beautifully placed. Nori can't get there. That is another breakpoint save. He loves that kick serve out wide on the ad side on the clay courts anyway. Dave, hello, hello. Ashley, thank you as well. Okay. Laura, hello. So out wide, backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori, forehand down the middle from Alcaraz, into in forehand from Nori, backhand cross from Nori. He's missed, he's blazed it wide. Well, another low is going to be if he doesn't break here because he's had 2 breakpoint opportunities. He had 1 in the first set, didn't take it. He was the first one to have the breakpoint. Maybe you could say he should be more clinical potentially, but this time he definitely should have been. Yeah, this is a good point. Ultimate Gaming Channel says, hi from Cam Squad. Thoughts of the first set? Nori didn't capitalize on Alcaraz's mistakes. Yeah, I think he only had one break point, but I agree. I think he wasn't as proactive in some of the rallies as he could have been as well. Good kick serve from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori. The problem with Nori is sometimes he can be a bit passive, I guess. And on the clay court, you can get away with it. But against Alcaraz, against the great players, he can't, as he misses a regulation forehand. Nori runs around the backhand, goes into the forehand side. He blazes it home. And Alcaraz holds after serving 15-40, saving 2 break point opportunities for Cam Nori. And it was a little bit of a great escape there, to be honest. Cam Nori, though, his level dropped big time at 15-40. High game set match. I choose Lava. Or Luva. I don't know why it's cracking me up so much. Tiana says, hi all, from Tennis Talk with Cam Williams. Hi, Tiana. How are you doing? Biohackers says, sub from Cam Fam. Thank you. Appreciate it. Cam Ray. Yeah. Cam Fam and across the universe. I don't think that's what Cam wants to be called, to be honest. Hi, Tiana. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Tell Cam hi from me as well. Chance says, hello, people. Cam told me about you. Oh, hi, Chance. How you doing? Luva says, you guys are better than Cam. I might chill here for a bit. Oh, no, we're not better. Don't say that. Don't say that. But thank you. I appreciate you saying that we're good anyway. Second serve, backhand in the middle from Alcaraz. In to win from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand again from Nori. Good depth. Forehand cross from Alcaraz again. So in that rally, though, in the forehand to backhand, although it changes up and Alcaraz goes backhand down the middle, misses it. 15 love. Chances sub from Cam Fam. Matthew says Nori likes a lengthy backlift on his forehand, but isn't being afforded his normal time tonight, hence numerous errors we're seeing. Maybe. Forehand from Alcaraz goes long, although to be honest, in the first set, he didn't make that many errors. I think it was just in the double digits. And yeah, but I get your point. I think he's just been mentally as well. The fact that the head-to-head is 4-1, and also that he got beaten by him last week in straight sets isn't going to help. We saw that with Felix, even though he battled really hard against Medvedev in the second set. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen for him in Doha. And even though he got closer, just wasn't able to do much, despite having set points in that second set. I think we might see something similar here with Cam Nori. He just says Doc Nori looks a little frustrated, too many errors. Yeah, definitely more errors than usual. So I think, I have to agree with you, knowing yourself, Peaches, but it just hasn't been a huge amount of errors, but maybe more than expected, for sure. I mean, his game is built on not missing, right? And being a pain to play against, I guess. 30-15. Servability, forehand, deep from Alcaraz on return, comes forward, puts the forehand away, doesn't know he misses it. Oh, that's a bad miss. Just looked a little bit laboured coming forward there, Alcaraz. He's coming forward, hits the forehand on the line for the approach, clips top of the net cord again. This time, though, unlike the first set where they're all in his favour, this one does drop long. So Greg says 100% Sai. Fair enough. Right, slice. Oh, it's a drop shot. Oh, no way. Oh, what a point. Second serve from Nori. Alcaraz does he does it on Jabeur and goes for a drop shot on the second serve return. He makes it. Nori gets there, dinks it, and it was actually a very good return drop shot. Alcaraz gets there, though, and guides into the open court. 40-30. I mean, very brave from Alcaraz, but it pays off. Lover says Nori's got to hit it deeper with more penetration for deeper balls. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe slow balling a little bit. I think the problem is if he starts doing that, if he starts trying to hit more behind it, more weight behind his ground strokes, he might then even make even more errors. But the biggest thing, you might be right about this, is the point potentially of playing like he's been playing. If he's just going to go on to lose, he may as well change something. He might still end up losing, but at least he's trying something new. So maybe he should try that. The issue for him, I think, Juice, is that I think he can hit deeper, and I don't think that's the issue. But to hit deeper and then with more velocity behind his ground strokes, that's a flatten them out slightly. On clay, I don't think it's necessarily easy for him to do, and just generally his game isn't suited, especially on the forehand side. Anyway, the serve out wide from Nori, forehand cross from Nori for the approach, and Alcaraz's backhand cross makes it relatively awkward for Nori. Although I have to say, he could have done a lot better with the drop volley. Alcaraz gets there with ease and just dinks it down the line. Beautifully done. We're at Juice. Katia says, Nori, rise. Juice has taken that advice off court down. Okay, very good. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand down the line from Nori. It's missed, and he tried to do exactly what you're saying, Juice. He tried to go with more power, more depth at the ground stroke there. Just misses it, though. That's going to be the issue, I think. He's just not used to being so aggressive sometimes throughout. Well, he's not used to being aggressive consistently throughout a whole match anyway, like that. He's normally looking for the opponent to make mistakes, and he's looking to induce those errors. So breakpoint opportunity for Alcaraz after he saved 2 breakpoints in the opening game of the second set. Slice from Nori's going to go wide. It is. Oh, wow. What a turnaround in the second set. Nori doesn't look happy. He's saying I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. I think it's just more frustration, to be honest, because there were no issues with the court in the first set. So I don't know if it's raining or not there, but either way, he's not happy. The crowd are booing it. They're not happy. I think, to be honest with you, it's a lot of frustration from Cam Nori more than anything else. He clearly isn't happy with the fact that he had 2 breakpoint opportunities in the opening game. He hasn't been clinical. That's been the real underlying issue. He maybe hasn't been brave enough when he's had the breakpoints, when he's been breakpoint down and he's had to save them. He has been brave and he saved a lot of them, but when he's had the breakpoint opportunities, he just hasn't stepped on the gas at all. He's expected Alcaraz to make mistakes, and Alcaraz has stepped up his game. Short return. Oh, short return from Cam Nori on the backhand side. Alcaraz pummels the into our forehand, and Cam Nori can only slap the forehand into the net, so 15-love. Alcaraz 2-love up here, of course, in the second set, looking to consolidate that break. So the issue I think that he's going to find now, Cam Nori, is that he's behind, and he's had chances going to frustrate him. It's going to be hard to come back from this point, if I'm being honest, but let's see how he gets on. So that wide, forehand cross from Nori, backhand on the line from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori, drop shot from Alcaraz. Nori's going to get there. He dinks it into the net, though. That will frustrate him even more because he's very, very fit. He probably prides himself on chasing down drop shots. He's been slipping and sliding. He's frustrated. Alcaraz drop shots him. It's going to annoy him even more. Peter says, it does take a mental toll when you know this person has beaten you several times and you can't seem to handle on it, or you can't seem to get a handle on it even. Like Coco versus Iga, Medi versus Felix, etc. Yeah. Beautiful serve from Alcaraz, ace, and that's ace number 2. Very true, Peters. Yeah, agreed. Matthew says 4 points in a row in that break for Carlos. Terrible from Cam. Both players looking a bit fatigued, but Cam not taking advantage of the uncharacteristic Alcaraz errors. Agreed. Juice says, juice out. Nice seeing it. We should do this again. Till then, peace and love, brother. Peace. Juice, thank you. Greg says, cheers, Juicy. 40 love. 3 game points. Oh, beautifully done. It's the second serve ace from Alcaraz. Wowzers. And out wide into the forehand side from the outside. I think he's broken his racket, but maybe he needs to break his racket more often because he's getting aces from it. 3 love Alcaraz to break up, and he's consolidated that break. Look, this match could have gone very differently if Cam Nori had taken the early break in the first set, and he took 2 early break opportunities he had in this set. He could be the one who's assessing a break up. Instead, it's Alcaraz who's assessing a break up. And I have to say this game has been a lot more evenly matched than people would probably expect. And I think the most frustrating thing for Cam will be that he has had opportunities to break. He has had opportunities to be in front. And despite, if you look at it, if you watch the whole match, you will probably think, well, it's been pretty evenly matched, to be honest with you. He still finds himself setting the break down, and that's because in those massive moments when he's needed to break, he just hasn't made it happen. And Alcaraz, despite Cam's best efforts, and he did save quite a few break points in that first set, eventually he got broken. Eventually he had to succumb to the pressure. That's the issue. Matthew says, interesting to see how Alcaraz transitions to the hardcore in Acapulco. Yeah, I agree. Peter says, come on, Doc, put up a fight. I hate one-sided matches. Yeah, don't we all? And that's what we were hoping for. And to be fair, for the first set, we were getting a very competitive match. 7-5, right? And then the second set looked like we were about to get the same. What happened? Cam Nori completely fluffed his chances, and then, fortunately for us, Alcaraz ends up breaking the very next game. Okay, love 3 here, Cam Nori. Can he get on the board in the second set? Cam Nori goes down the tee into the backhand of Alcaraz, who goes in to win. Backhand down the middle from Alcaraz, backhand. Nori goes long though. Cam Nori just struggling to find consistency on both wings. Second serve coming up. It's a double fault, and it's a 4th double fault of the day for Cam Nori. Love 30, and this could be a potential double break if Cam Nori's not very, very careful, to us. Serve down the tee, backhand down the middle from Alcaraz. Backhand cross. Nori goes forehand cross. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori. And it's a lob from Alcaraz. It's in. Smash opportunity. But Nori lets it bounce. Alcaraz somehow makes the smash. And again, smash opportunity for Nori again. Goes out wide. Oh, he's made it. Beautiful smash from Nori. 15-30. Matthew says, please don't tell me Carlos is going to open an Eager Bagel Shop tonight. Yeah, I hope not. Backhand cross from Nori. Beautifully done. Forehand out wide. The backhand from Alcaraz was short. And Nori puts away the short ball. Beautifully covered from Nori, I have to say. On the front foot, punished it 30-all. We'll serve out wide from Nori. Forehand from Alcaraz is missed. 40-30. Greg is sighing. Greg, what are you sighing? Serve out wide from Nori's miss. Second serve into the forehand of Alcaraz. Short forehand from Nori. Alcaraz comes to net. What a pop from Cam Nori on the backhand side. That is unbelievable. That is absolutely ridiculous from Cam Nori. The pass on the backhand side, short, angled backhand. Peter says he might. Well, if he's going to open it, it's not going to be a bagel shot. It might be a breadstick shot. 3-1 Alcaraz. Served on the tee from Alcaraz. And from Nori, clips the baseline, but no, the call is out. 15 up. Peter says we want Doc Nori to play better. We want a competitive match. Second serve is out from Alcaraz, double fault. Matthew says, Fazan, are you covering the big Berrettini shot tonight? No. Or match night even, sorry. So that wide backhand cross from Nori, forehand into the net from Alcaraz is missed. Yeah, look at that. Berrettini's in qualifying for Acapulco. That's what he's talking about. He said, you're being sarcastic. I was going to say, what's going on? Forehand down the line from Alcaraz into the net. 15-40. Although we do have some good matches. We've got Zverev Lehechka on tomorrow. That's a good match. So 2 breakpoint opportunities here for Doc Nori. Wow, Doc shot was money, yep. Oh, it's an ace out wide, though, from Alcaraz. Beautifully done on the deuce side. Matthew says, I was trying to catch you out. Very good. We did, to be fair. So 30-40. 1 breakpoint save. Can he save the second? First serve into the net. So out wide is a kick serve, forehand cross from Nori. Forehand from Alcaraz. He does get the break back. Wow, 3 love down. It's now 3-2. We're back on serve. I'm going to try something 1 second. Is that better? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if this is better sound-wise. Grex is back on serve. I think this is better, but let me know if this is clearer now. In fact, is this clearer? That's a lot clearer, isn't it? So I think we should be talking like this. Yeah, Peachy says, okay, Doc is back. Yeah, now we have a match. Right, 2-3. Served on the tee from Nori is missed. Love Nori. Served down the tee from Nori. Good return from Alcaraz. Good depth on the forehand. Forehand cross from Nori. Goes long. This could be a very interesting set the longer this set goes on. If it stays on serve. Backhand from Alcaraz is deep and in play. Slice from Nori goes long though, 15-30. So out wide from Nori, then forehand down the line, beautifully struck, clips the baseline, and Alcaraz can't get that back into play. Wow. 30 all. So out wide, forehand is short from Alcaraz, backhand on the line from Nori is in, and it's a slide from Alcaraz. Oh, smash put away, 40-30. Peter says, come on, Carlitos. Forty 30 Nori. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand net from Nori. Backhand into the net from Alcaraz is 3 all. So out wide from Alcaraz, backhand from Nori. Forehand into win from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand down the middle. Into win from Nori again. Backhand cross from Alcaraz, clips the net cord and goes wide. Love 15. Matthew says sometimes sound appears very good, then it goes muffled again. Apologies for that. I'm not sure what it is. We'll need to have a look at that after. Maybe I just need to get a new mic potentially. Maybe it's just the mic is dropping in and out, which is very annoying. Apologies. Short forehand from Alcaraz. Cam Nori on the front foot. He's got a massive chance here. Love 30. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, slice from Alcaraz. Drifts wide. Love 30. Serve from Alcaraz. Clips top of the net cord and drops long. Love 30. Second serve here. Second serve. It's a massive second serve. He serve volleys. Oh, this is really well played from Alcaraz. But he might have to put away a smash, though. Yes, he does. Wow, what a point. Clutch goes big with the second serve, comes to the net. Here's the backhand volley in right into the corner. And it's a lob from Nori, great defensive work, but Alcaraz puts the smash away 15-30. Matthew says, so glad Nori has made a fight of this. He's back to being a Brit again. Very good. So out wide from Alcaraz into the forehand of Nori, who goes into the net 30 all. See, it's these types of points where Nori's missing easy forehands, for example, on the return, and these are the ones where he really needs to get into the point. Because it's a chance to open up a break point. He has to make it count. And Alcaraz has just been a little bit better in those moments. Serve is long from Alcaraz. Second serve coming up. Second serve goes into the forehand of Nori, who mishits it big time. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Oh, it's a poor choice. Not sure why he goes for it. Very impatient. I think he maybe was put off by how slowly it was coming at him. And it's another breakpoint opportunity here for Nori. This time to go in front. He had a chance early in the set to go in front. A breakup. He's got another chance here. Gifted from Alcaraz. Serve volleys. Volleys down the middle. Backhand from Nori. Oh, he's broken. Wow, wow, wow. Serve out wide. Volley from Alcaraz wasn't good enough down the middle of the court. Backhand from Nori down the line to pass. Alcaraz volleys into the net. 4-3 Nori. What does that mean? It means he's serving for 5-3. He's a break up in this second set. Peter says, come on, Carlitos. Yeah, just not quite going his way in the second set so far. We'll see how it goes. But so far, Nori looks like he's going to really stick in there. Very good fight shown from the Brit. Peter says Doc Nori came up out of the grave, not dead yet. Let the match begin. Very true. Sam says Carlitos was literally up a break. Nori has won 4 games in a row. Alcaraz was 3 up. He's having some treatment here. I wonder, it looks maybe just like a massage, but yeah, so Nori's in the ascendancy here. Massive momentum for him. Let's see. Here we go, 4-3. Oh, backhand into in from Alcaraz. The forehand cross from Nori is long, and he slaps the ball in frustration. Love 15. Oh, massive backhand down the line from Alcaraz. What a return. It's love 30. He's looking to break back here. Massive hitting from Carlos Alcaraz. Serve out wide from Nori. Forehand into the net from Alcaraz. Bad miss. 15-30 right into his sweet spot on the forehand. Second serve here. Into the backhand. Backhand in the middle from Alcaraz. Down the middle. Backhand from Nori into the net. 15-42. Breaking opportunities here for Alcaraz to get back on serve. What a miss from Nori. Wow. Misses the 1+ shot. He looks so frustrated and gestures to his box. He thrown that game away massively. Some good returning at the start from Alcaraz. We have to say Nori succumbed to the pressure very easily. 4-all. Peter says Carlitos. Hope Carlitos is not hurt. I'm not sure, but maybe a little bit sore. 4-all here. Massive serve out wide from Alcaraz, and Nori not able to make that return. It's ace number 4 for the day for Alcaraz. An air shot there from Nori. Down the tee from Alcaraz, and then it's a dink. Oh, it's not good enough from Alcaraz. Made it awkward for him, to Nori, to be fair. It was a very low return, and Alcaraz dinks it out and goes long. 15-all. Serve down the middle of the box from Alcaraz. Backhand cross, forehand cross from Nori. Slice from Alcaraz down the line. Slice from Nori into the net. Not good enough. It's 30-15. We'll serve out wide from Alcaraz. Miss. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Nori. 4. Oh no. It's a forehand return from Nori cross court. Alcaraz goes drop shot. It's a really, really bad choice. It's a tough one to try and make. He's gone for a tiny bit of the court. Teal. So that wide is long. Second serve coming up. Second serve to the backhand. Great return from Nori. What depth. Wowzers. That is beautifully done, I have to say. And it's dug out by Alcaraz into the net. Second serve into the backhand of Nori, who goes into win. Slice from Alcaraz into win from Nori. Lob from Alcaraz. Oh, lob from Alcaraz. Long. They've just traded break after break after break. Nori is 5-4 up here, and he will serve for the set. progress as well. See the tables turn. Yeah, they have, and Nori's now going to serve for the set. Crazy. Serve into the net from Cam Nori. Second serve coming up. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. He's missed it. Bad miss. Oh, it's a bad miss again from Alcaraz on the return. Right, 40 love here. Set points. 3 set points for Cam Nori. Ace, beautifully done. Wowzers. Wow, wow, wow. We've got unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crazy. Getting better. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, fantastic set of tennis from Cam Nori, that's for sure. More into the decider. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. And 30 love Alcaraz here. Start of this third. Peter says tables turned here. Carlitos in trouble with injury. We're going to 3. We are going to 3. So that wide from Alcaraz, forehand on the line is beautifully executed down the line. 40 love. Mike says Alcaraz may have strapping on his leg. The physio massage the same leg that was injured before. That's true. Oh, forehand, good depth from Alcaraz, cross court. Oh, forehand down the line from Alcaraz, beautifully placed. One love Alcaraz, and it is definitely an interesting matchup now. This is definitely some physical issue going on with Carlos. Hope it's not a recurrence of the leg injury that kept him out of the Australian Open. Yeah. This is Strambini, Raid. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Sarah, how you doing as well? I know Carlitos strapped up. Tell Strambini hi for me. Zane says hello. Hi, Zane. How you doing? Hey, chat Ray. What's good? I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. Right, second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, goes in to win. Good return, smash opportunity, puts it away. Reread your chat. I'm good, thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Yes, I'm fine, Brony. I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Forehand cross from Nori, missed. Cross court, so 15-30. Sarah says, God save our king. Very good. Peter says, hey, Shrambini and Beanie's raid. Very good. 15-30, second serve coming up. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Goes forehand into a drop shot. Beautifully done from Alcaraz. Wow. Casey says too far. What do you mean too far? As in, he's not going to be able to do much from here now, Nori? She says, no, it sounds wrong. Oh, serve from Alcaraz. Nori, good enough. Alcaraz with a great return, drags Nori out wide. Forehand missed, two love, he's broken straight away. Sarah says, Peaches, how are you? So out wide from Alcaraz, forehand down the middle, forehand cross from Nori, backhand down the line from Alcaraz is long. Santos Carlitos at it again. Backhand down the middle from Nori, forehand, massive forehand from Alcaraz into win. Show me says her chat rate is a thing. Are you doing that as well? No, but I can do it. Never been better. How you keeping, eh? I know Cam does it though, to be fair. So Cam's the only one that I know that does it, to be fair. Second serve into the box, backhand cross from Alcaraz. What a winner. Wowzers. Right, 30-15, well in control in this deciding set by the looks of it. After a turbulent second set. Casey says if we get a GTL rate, that'll be everyone. Yeah, I don't think GTL I've ever done it, to be fair, but yeah, that would be. Drop shot from Alcaraz into the net, 30 all. Guys, if you're interested in the Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury fight, we're actually streaming it on my other channel, QualityShot Boxing. There's 3 people doing it. Serve is long from Alcaraz. Double fault, break point opportunity for Nori to break back. Thirty, 40. Serve into the body of Nori. Forehand cross into out. Forehand from Alcaraz into the net. Juice. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. Does break back. 1-2. Carlos Alcaraz keeps on giving the break back. Happened in the second set. He lost it. He's not looking sure behind his serve right now. He's definitely not looking good behind his serve, that's for sure. Yeah, Greg says back on serve. Or backhand into win from Alcaraz, then goes forehand in the middle. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand into the net from Alcaraz. Hello, hello, hello.
Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. We're back on serve. Greg says Alcaraz is ticked. Uh-oh, limping. I lost myself. Hey, Fazan, another three setter. Oh no, Alcaraz looks injured. We can hear you now. Good, 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 good. That's what we like to hear. Thank you. Okay, 2-all. 2-all. 2 at the moment. And that sounds a lot clearer as well, doesn't it? Thank God. Anyway, forehand down the line from Alcaraz. Beautifully done. Serve out wide, dragged Nori out. 15 love. 2-all though. Lubo says, hey, Fazan, another three setter. Oh no, Alcaraz looks injured. Yeah. Hi, Darren. Hi, Sir Greg. Down the tee, backhand into out. Then goes backhand cross, forehand from Alcaraz down the line. Four.
Alcaraz. Very expertly, very well done.
Yeah, Peach says, what is happening? Carlitos not happy. Nope. 30 love, serve into the net from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand from Alcaraz goes long. 30-15. Serve down the tee is missed. Second serve coming up. Second serve goes into the body. Drop volley from Alcaraz. Missed. Goes into the net. 30 all. Looking shaky behind his serve. Greg is clearly hurting. Yeah, he's not looking the best, is he? Right now. Serve out wide. And second serve to come. Massive opportunity for Cam Nori. Second serve, backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz. He missed it. Oh no, breakpoint opportunity for Nori. This is a massive opportunity for the Brit to go break up in this third set. Alcaraz was 2-love up and conceded the break pretty tamely. It looks like he could get broken again, and it could be reminiscent of the second set where he was a break up there as well. He just says, this is not going well for Carlitos. Geez, no injury, please. To be honest, it doesn't really look like it's the movement. He's just missing his forehand, to be perfectly honest. Serve into the body. Then goes drop shot. Made it. Or he's got there, though. He goes into the net. It is juice. He might be injured, but if he is, that doesn't seem to be the reason why he's losing, unless he's going for more and trying to shorten the points. Because of that, then it's a contributing factor, of course. But the drop shot on the forehand hasn't been firing for the last set or so, as much as it has been, to be honest. But that was a very good drop shot just there, so good from him. Good serve out wide. Forehand down the middle from Alcaraz. Great return from Nori. Great depth. Forehand cross. Backhand from Alcaraz. Yeah, he's not moving. I think you're right. I think he is injured. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Then goes backhand cross. Then goes drop shot again. Nori's going to get there. No, he's not. What a drop shot from Alcaraz. I think he is walking a little bit laboured, so he's trying to shorten the point. And so far, so good as he's add up now. And that was a fantastic drop shot, it has to be said. Certainty backhand down the middle from Nori. Forehand from Alcaraz goes long. But back to Juice. Serve goes long from Alcaraz. Second serve coming up. Second serve is a double fault. Fourth of the match for Carlos Alcaraz. He's struggling here. He's struggling. He's really, really struggling. Advanced Nori. So that wide. Oh, it's a forehand in the middle. Alcaraz is coming to the net. Oh, it's not a good volley though. He gets past. Oh, he's got broken. I tell you what's not looking good. He is definitely laboured in his movement. And I think it's affecting his decision making because he's trying to shorten the points. Nori's broken him. He's 3-2 up in his deciding set. It's really in his hands now, I would say, this set, unless Alcaraz pulls something magical out of the bag, which he very well could. But after winning 3 games in a row, he's very much in control of this deciding set. And Alcaraz is 2 low up. I don't know who he's talking to. He's not happy. Not happy. Fantastic week last week, and this week it's been pretty damn good as well. But maybe he hasn't found the level he'd like. Greg says, "Will Alcaraz finish the match?" I imagine he will. He tends to look up to like Nadal and Federer, and those guys tend, and Djokovic as well, and especially nowadays, any of those guys all finish their matches. They don't tend to retire, so we'll see what happens though. All right, so very interesting now to see how Alcaraz returns here because he's got nothing to lose in the return game. So surely he's just going to go for it. Surely he's going to go big on the returns, and that could be helpful. You would imagine, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he's talking to his box. He's not happy with something. Serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand goes wide. 15 love. Peter says, think he might not finish, but Carlitos is not a quitter. That's true. He's not. Serve is long from Alcaraz. Sorry, from Nori even. Second serve into the forehand of Alcaraz goes in to win. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori is in. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori. Backhand again from Nori. Forehand cross from Alcaraz. Backhand cross from Nori again. Forehand on the line from Alcaraz is powered like an absolute rocket down the line. That is a ridiculous forehand from Carlos Alcaraz. Unbelievably big from the Spaniard. It is 15 all. Pronostic foot says Alcaraz will win. Mm. Serve into the backhand of Alcaraz, backhand down the middle from the Spaniard, backhand cross again, forehand cross from Nori, backhand cross again from Alcaraz. Great depth and power, forehand into out from Alcaraz. He's just going for it here, and he's pummeling Nori from the back of the court and finishes it off with an in-to-win forehand, 15-30. I said hurt Alcaraz could be dangerous in the return games, especially, and that seems to be the case right now. He seems to be pummeling away at Nori in the ground stroke exchanges, and it's making a massive difference. What a return from Alcaraz. Return winner, 15-40. Two breakpoint opportunities. He goes into the backhand of Alcaraz and on the ad side, and the backhand down the line from Alcaraz is an absolute beauty. 15-40. Greg says true, just hope it doesn't make it worse. That's true. Has he made that? What a return from Alcaraz. Bloody hell. He goes serve out wide from the juice side into the forehand. Alcaraz is another return winner. Beautifully done. 3-all. Right, 3-all. Serve down the tee from Alcaraz. Miss. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Nori. Goes into the net. 15 love. Peter says, Vamos, Carlitos. Yeah, very good from Alcaraz. What a return. It was a ridiculous return from Alcaraz. Ridiculous returns even from Alcaraz. 15 love. Serve down the tee from Alcaraz. Miss. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Nori. Goes cross court backhand cross from Alcaraz. Forehand cross from Nori's missed 30 love. He's having a better time of it here, Alcaraz, since the start of the last game anyway. Much better. So out wide backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz is an absolutely ridiculous forehand. 40 love. Wowzers. Served on the tee from Alcaraz. Forehand. Oh my, what is going on? Alcaraz is suddenly turned on turbo mode and he's absolutely crunching it. It's almost like he knows, okay, I'm a bit injured. So what is the point of me getting what is the point of me getting kind of caught in these ridiculous exchanges from the back of the court and these grueling rallies? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play freely and just play as aggressively as I want. Not gonna worry about the result, just go out, play with feel, and he's absolutely crunching the ball right now. That was ridiculous. I mean, 4 backhands. I mean, he's hitting the ball extremely well right now for the last couple of games, and it's making a massive difference. He's now 4-3 up, and it's still on serve, but he of course was a breakdown. So this is much, much better from Alcaraz. Peaches says Carlitos is from a different gravy, so he will play on Let's Go Boy. Yeah, he just seems like he's playing as like someone who's got nothing to lose, and it's helping in a way, at least with his hitting from the back of the court. His movement, of course, that can't be helped with the injury, but what it's done is it's just meant that he's able to play with more freedom, I think. Right, 3-4 here, Cam Nori. Here we go. Nori, this is a massive game now for Cam Nori because if he gets broken here, Alcaraz will serve for the match at 5-3. So this is a crucial hold that's needed for Cam Nori to stay competitive in this match now. Even though it's still on serve, this is almost potentially a game to stay in the match. Serve though into the backhand of Alcaraz, and the backhand finds the net. So no ridiculous return like we saw in the previous return game when he was just popping off returns for fun and hitting winners left, right, and centre. Yeah, Matthew says last two games Alcaraz treated Cam's balls like he was a club player, so dismissive. Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Carlitos needs to get off court, so he'll play fast. Yeah, agreed. A double fault from Cam Nori that will help Alcaraz's case, fifth of the day, 15 all. And he'll be disappointed with it, no doubt, of course, but one of those things. Serve into the net from Cam Nori. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand goes long from Alcaraz. So it is 30-15. Cam Nori doing a good job here just to keep his cool and trying to make sure, of course, that it stays on serve. We're into the business end of this set. It's a crucial game for him. So that wide slice from Alcaraz. Forehand down the line from Nori is in, beautifully placed. 40-15. And it's going to be interesting now to see whether Alcaraz can pull back something in this game, make Cam Nori work really hard for it, or if Nori is just going to close it out with ease. And the pressure back on Alcaraz. Serve into the net from Nori. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand clips top of the net cord from Nori, dribbles over. And to be fair, he's had a lot of net cords go against him throughout this match, so probably due one. And it does dribble over, so that does mean he does hold his 4-all now in this third set. As will serve yet again to nudge in front in this final set. All up in there. 15 love. Alcaraz just motoring. Serve into the backhand of Nori, drop shot, but it is a fault. A second serve coming up. So out wide from Alcaraz, then goes into in. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand into the net from Alcaraz. 15 all. Alcaraz goes out wide. Backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line is beautifully placed from Alcaraz. 30-15. Serve down the tee, backhand is into out from Nori, but it's a second serve that will need to be delivered here. Oh, second serve into the forehand of Nori, and he just dug it out. Alcaraz then goes forehand on the line. Well struck, then goes forehand. I mean, he's gone ambitious. He's trying to hit it very early on the half volley, and he slaps it long. So 30 all. Crucial points coming up here. Crucial points. Served on the tee, forehand into the net from Nori. 40-30.
Forehand from into the net. Oh, geez, that's trouble. Oh, careful. Wide is missed from Alcaraz. Serve coming up. So out wide, backhand on the line from Nori. Backhand cross from Alcaraz into the net again. Advantage Nori. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alcaraz looked like he was in control of this service game. Looked like he'd go to 5-4 up and put pressure on Nori, but it looks like he could get broken and Nori, sorry, even might have a chance to serve for the match and the set, similar to what he had in the second set when he went 5-4 up, serving for the set and closed it out. Backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz, lobbed from Nori on the backhand side. Alcaraz trying to power the forehands away, and he doesn't come to the net. He doesn't need to because in the end, the backhand from Nori finds the net. So it is back to juice. Alcaraz, yeah, I mean, he's playing like someone with a handicap at the moment. He's doing his best, and I think it might be something leg related. Greg says popcorn, anyone? Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea who's going to win this, to be honest with you, from this point. Alcaraz goes down the tee, beautiful ace. Oh, Nori says it's out. He says it's out. He says, I can see the mark. So will be second serve. Peach says, yes, please. Alcaraz believes him, says, fine. Second serve into the backhand cross, forehand down the line, goes into the net though. We're back to advantage Nori, breakpoint opportunity. Massive, massive moment in this match. Oh, and it's a serve into the body of Nori. Oh no. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Nori gets there, dinks it into the net. Juice, back to juice. Another breakpoint saved. Peter says, edge of my seat. What do you like on it, Peaches? So that wide backhand cross from Nori, good depth. Forehand cross from Alcaraz, keeps the baseline. Oh, what a drop shot from Alcaraz. Wowzers. On the back foot. Great depth from Nori, but just not enough penetration through the court. And Alcaraz plays a ridiculous drop shot. Wowzers. Advantage Alcaraz. Serve into the body of Nori. Forehand down the line. Backhand cross. Alcaraz goes forehand down the middle. Then goes drop shot. Nori's going to get there. He does. He slices down the line. Lob from Alcaraz. Easy smash put away from Nori. Back to juice. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, just a little bit predictable, but he's trying to shorten the points given his handicap by the looks of it. The drop shot is part of that. He's in trouble here though, and this game you feel whoever wins this probably wins the match potentially. Serve down, tee is missed. Second serve goes into the backhand down the line from Nori, backhand cross from Alcaraz, forehand down the line from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz, and the backhand from Nori goes long, advantage Alcaraz. Again, money shot Carlos, says Peaches. Oh, what a backhand from Nori. What a backhand from Nori down the line into in. Beautifully done. It's an underarm serve from Alcaraz, and it doesn't pay off. And I think on the clay,
probably not the right tactic. I think he's clearly hurting. So he plays it almost in desperation, and Nori tries to get away with it. Nori though puts it away. So we're back to juice. So that wide backhand cross. Alcaraz goes down the line with a powerful forehand into the backhand corner, or into the forehand corner of Nori even. So advantage Alcaraz. Beauty. What a forehand. Serve into the body of Nori. Backhand down the line is missed. We are at 5-4, still on service. A very good hold for Alcaraz. Can he break in the next game, or is Nori going to drag this out and make this very, very hard for Carlos Alcaraz? He's definitely struggling physically. He just said, "This is what I wanted." But oh my god, yeah, nail biting stuff here. The final of Rio. Not sure which way it's going to turn. Nori's going to have to serve to stay in the match. I mean, he did that, to be fair, in the second set. And then he went on to win it. So Peter says, not a good shot, Carlitos. No. Match. Alcaraz just needs to go big again on return, like he did that return game where he was blazing it. Needs to do the same. Here we go. Penalty from Nori, missed one. Absolute mile. Here we go, pieces of joy. Oh, backhand again down the middle. Drop shot from Alcaraz. Return drop shot from Nori. Alcaraz dinks it down the line. He's barely moving Alcaraz. It's a volley. Nori put away. 15 love. Peter says, my service is a little delayed. That was for the underarm serve shot. It was bad, yeah. It was, wasn't it? Not great. Not great at all. And Alcaraz is not, I mean, he's kind of sauntering around the court, cannot sprint at the moment. And Nori is taking advantage of it, as he should, to be fair. 15 love. Good return, though, from Alcaraz. Good depth. Nori, though, returns beautifully with the backhand cross in response. And then the forehand down the line from Alcaraz goes for broke, misses it. 30 love. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz. And it is 30-15. Yeah, Peter says this looks like a tiebreak, which will be great. Indeed. So that wide backhand down the line from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori, great angle found, 40-15. He's playing some good tennis, and he's making Alcaraz move around. It's very, very difficult for him right now. He's struggling to get a grip in the return games. Nori's backing up his serve nicely in crucial moments right now. Served on the tee. Forehand down the line from Nori is an absolute beauty. Put away 5 games all. So a wide backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz is missed. Love 15. This could be Nori's chance. He's got an inroad straight away into the Alcaraz serve. Massive opportunity now. Serve out wide. Forehand from Nori is in. It's short though. What a miss from Alcaraz. Just physically not able to do what he needs to. Peaches says, "Need another popcorn, please." Wonder if Alcaraz will withdraw from Acapulco. Says Matthew. It would be a big blow for the tournament. I think he will. I'd be very, very surprised if he plays it now, to be honest, and it'll be a massive blow for the tournament. But I just don't see how he's going to play it. It's a shame he's got injured as he has in this final. So that wide backhand cross from Nori, backhand again, slice from Alcaraz into the net. Love 40. He's struggling big time. The thing is, like, it's one of those things. He has to look after himself. So if he's injured, I mean, some players would have retired at this point, I imagine. Serve into the net from Alcaraz. Matthew says Nori may not get a better opportunity in his life to beat Carlos. I mean, he's already beaten him, to be fair, in the past, but yeah, he may not get another opportunity to beat him again. A better opportunity than now, to be honest. Backhand down the line from Alcaraz, a big one. Backhand from Nori finds the net. So one break point served, one break point saved even. Suddenly went Scottish, 15-40. Peter says he should take care of his injury. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So that wide backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz. Slice from Nori. Into win from Alcaraz. Powered away. What a forehand. What a winner from the Spaniard. 30-40. And he saved two breakpoint opportunities. Can he save the third? To avoid Cam Nori breaking him and then managing to potentially close out this. I mean, if he closes out, this match is going to be very, very well. He'll look back and say, "Why have I just busted a gut playing some grueling rallies?" Second serve, forehand cross from Nori. Backhand on the line from Alcaraz. What a backhand! Powers it down the line. We are at juice. That's three breakpoints saved. Three. Crazily good. Beautifully done from Carlos Alcaraz. Alcaraz goes out wide, backhand cross from Nori, forehand cross from Alcaraz, backhand cross from Nori again, forehand down. What a forehand from Alcaraz! He made it. Oh, the call is in. Nori says though, no, you haven't made it. You haven't made it. Sorry, mate, you haven't made it. So unfortunately for him, the call is that he hasn't made it. They're going to inspect it, but I think most likely the umpire is going to agree with Nori if he can see the mark. And I imagine he'll also agree. So this is crazy. This is a crazy watch, to say the least. I'm enjoying it. Now he says Alcaraz looked injured end of second set, but then played some unreal stuff middle of this set. Hard to predict. Yeah, agreed. Oh, so actually the umpire said it's in. Advantage Alcaraz. Or did he say? Or maybe he said it was out. Sorry, maybe he said it was in Nori, and they said it was out. Anyway, serve into the middle of the box, backhand down the middle from Nori, backhand cross from Nori. Forehand is missed from Alcaraz. Back to Juice. He's struggling to close it out. Oh dear. Yeah, Peter says, "Oh my God, Carlitos shot." Yeah, serve out wide, backhand cross from Nori. Forehand down the line from Alcaraz. Forehand is in from Nori, clips the baseline. Forehand down the line from Nori is good. Forehand cross from Alcaraz drags Nori out. Backhand down the middle, backhand from Alcaraz is missed, trying to go cross court and find the angle. So it is advantage Nori, breakpoint opportunity for the Brit. This is massive. This is massive. He breaks here, and it's going to be extremely difficult to see how Alcaraz comes back. I have to say, breakpoint number 4 for Cam Nori. Can he take it? Alcaraz managed to save 3 so far in this game. Can he save a 4th? Second serve into the forehand of Nori. Forehand cross, backhand down the line from Alcaraz is missed. It's a bad miss. It's a bad miss from Alcaraz, you have to say. But he is injured. Cam Nori will have a chance to serve for the championship here in Rio de Janeiro. The ATP 500 hasn't been able to beat Alcaraz the last few attempts. Last week he lost in the final in straight sets, but this is a different Alcaraz he's playing. Alcaraz has been injured since the end of the second set, I would say, and it's looking like Cam Nori might have a great opportunity to at least pull back some of that head-to-head, which is 4-1 in favour of Carlitos. If he's solid in the next service game, he holds his nerve, might bring it home, which is exactly what Peaches says here. Oh my God, Doc Norrie's might bring it home. He might. Guys, as well, thank you so much for tuning in. Quite a few of you in the chat, so great to have you on as always. Remember to hit that like button, do subscribe if you're new as well, and also do check out our memberships as well. You get some cool perks, including being able to request videos as well on the channel. So I recently released a video that a member did actually suggest, which is one of the next gen going to take over from the big 3 or big 2 now in Nadal and Djokovic. So yeah, managed to do that recently. So do check that out as well. And there's some more other cool perks as well. Okay. So big question now is, can Cam Nori hold his nerve? That's exactly what it's going to be. We'll see. Greg is back the Brits. Back the Brits indeed. Right, here we go into the rally here. Forehand cross from Nori, backhand lob from Alcaraz. Then goes backhand cross, forehand from Nori is long. Love 15, good start from Alcaraz. Greg says, hashtag back the Brits. He says, okay, deep breath in, over yet, let go Carlitos. Not over till it's over. So wide from Nori, just in there. Great return from Carlitos. Short though from the Spaniard, and Nori powers the forehand into the backhand corner. 15 all. Very good. Very, very good from Cam Nori, holding his nerve in that moment. Definitely could have missed it, but he did well. Stuck with him. Liking it. Okay. 15 all. Oh, massive forehand from Alcaraz, charging the second serve, and he gets the desired result, 15-30. Peach says, come on, Carlitos. Yeah. He's going to have to do something here because he doesn't manage to break back in his game, set, match. Cam Nori under pressure, big point coming up. So that wide backhand is short from Alcaraz. It clips top of the net court, though, stays on his side. Doesn't get the rub of the green, does he? Oh, no, he does. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So 30 all. 30 all. There you go. Served on the tee from Nori, backhand wide from Alcaraz. 40-30 championship point. Wow. So out wide from Nori. Backhand down the middle from Alcaraz. Backhand down the middle from Nori. Backhand to backhand here down the middle of the court. Neither player managed to take a chance, but Alcaraz manages to save it with a beautiful backhand cross. The forehand down the line from Alcaraz sets up the backhand cross, but he powers away to save a match point, to save a championship point. Cam Nori watches it sail past him, a very passive point from Cam Nori, and he gets punished for it. Greg says, "Oh wow, oh my god, yep, we're back to juice." Wow, crazy. Crazy cupcakes. Forehand from Alcaraz on return is long, so we're back to championship and match point for Cam Nori. Massive, massive moment coming up now. Again, it's a second championship point for the Brit. Can he close it out here? Be a big, big win. I know Alcaraz is injured, but it still will be a big win. A big win in terms of confidence as well for Cam Nori. So Donati, oh wow, as he's done it with an ace, he falls to his knees. It's a massive win for Cam Nori. And I have to say, it was still a grueling match. He does it. The doctor, as you guys would call him, Dr. Nori gets it done. Surgical precision at the end. And fittingly does it with an ace down the tee. There's a big hug and embrace of the net. And, he'll know Alcaraz was injured, but he still had to get it done. Still had to hold his nerve. Still had to be professional. And it was a very, very good match in the end. Entertaining from start to finish. He wins 5-7, 6-4, 7-5. Beautiful from Cam Nori in the end, it has to be said. Greg says, "Do it, Doc." Oh my God, Doc Nori. Greg says, "Doc." Yeah, got it done. Got it done in beautiful fashion, it has to be said. And very impressive from Cam Nori. And for Alcaraz, look, he's injured, so hopefully he manages to pick himself up, dust himself off, and also recover from his injury because clearly it's a bad injury. He needs to recover from it. So here's to wishing him a speedy recovery. And I don't think he's going to play Acapulco, which is understandable, but hopefully we see him back soon, and hopefully we see all of we see him for all the well. Sorry, but much respect from the comeback. Agreed. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to that like button before you leave. Subscribe if you're new as well. And of course, consider joining as well to support the channel and get some cool perks. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope we'll see you in the comment section for the draw preview and prediction videos that we've released. We'll be releasing as well. And of course, we'll see some other content on here as well. Peter says, thank you, Pazan, for the stream. See you, QualityShot fam. And also, thank you for your patience as well with the audio. Not sure what's happened first time it's happened, I think. But yeah, we'll see you in the comment section, I'm sure, in the recorded content. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video.